Is it even possible? Today I am visiting Stonehenge. Today I'm visiting Stonehenge. But the weird thing about this Stonehenge, it's in the middle of Texas. How is this even possible? How can Stonehenge be in Texas and be in England? What are the odds that two exactly identical stone structures would exist in the world? Then I got to thinking, we're only about 165 miles from Roswell, New Mexico. Could it be this was built by aliens?
Of course not. Don't be ridiculous.
As it turns out, all of this is not ancient at all. As a matter of fact, all of this was built in 2004. Well, I'm sure many of the reasons why don't surprise you. One, it's a tourist attraction. Two, it's on a college campus, and so this was a challenge. And while the original might have taken hundreds of years to build, this one took 6 months. Of course, the original Stonehenge was built in ancient times, and nobody's really sure what it was for and how it was put together. But we do know how this one was put together. Every one of these was brought in by a truck and hoisted up by a crane. Each one of these stones weighs more than 20,000 pounds. And they were all taken from a local limestone quarry. And it's pretty much the size of the real Stonehenge. If you look at it horizontally, the whole layout is exactly identical. The only difference is the highest structure stands about 19 feet, and the real Stonehenge over in England is 22 feet. So if you want to be a real stickler, it's a little shorter by about 14%. You know, all these structures have puzzles. Why were they built? How did they get them built? How long have they been around? And why didn't you add an extra lousy 3 feet? It feels very strange to be here. When I look around, this is so much smaller than I would have imagined it. Now, since this is a duplicate, at least horizontally, it really does not seem all that large. But nevertheless, it is extremely impressive. Some people think maybe it was a sacrificial altar. Others, an ancient burial ground. But one thing's for sure, somebody thousands of years ago put a lot of time and effort and thought into building these structures. I suppose someone put some time and effort and thought into building this one as well, but it was for a completely different reason. There's football practice right over there. Do you think it's the same at the real Stonehenge? In order for this to function as an observatory, they couldn't position it exactly the same as they did the original Stonehenge. They had to reposition this to match the latitude and longitude of this area. So during the summer solstice at sunrise, that heel stone across the street will cast a shadow exactly into the center of this monument. So how did they make that work out so this heel stone would cast a shadow into the exact center during the morning of the summer solstice? Well, they had the original to work from, but they also had to lay this monument out according to the latitude and longitude of this area. I don't know, maybe it was built by aliens. Maybe I should spend the night and see if they come back, just to be sure. You know, it makes me wonder, 3,000 years from now, when someone comes across this, what are they going to be saying about us? From the world's second Stonehenge in Odessa, Texas, I'm Mark with the Average Me channel.